Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since you guys have seen me in like a full face of makeup, but since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, I did want to do a Valentine's Day inspired look. So I did record a tutorial for this look, which I'll be uploading onto my beauty channel. So stay tuned for that. Okay, y'all see the glow, the little rhinestones. But anyway, so this isn't going to be a very long video, but I did want to talk about this since, again, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So happy early Valentine's Day to those of y'all that will be celebrating it. I will not, because I don't have someone to celebrate it with still, well, at this moment. But either way, happy V-Day. So I wanted to make this video because there's just a few things that have been on my mind. And, you know, with all the relationship talk and all the leveling up talk and all the dusty talk and all this and all that over the past few months, it's just really made me think a lot about this stuff and maybe overthinking it to an extent. At least when I'm online. I mean, in real life, I don't really pay too much mind to these things necessarily. But it just really made me think, is love overrated? Is attraction overrated? Have we gotten to the point, or are we going back to the point as a society where people only really care about what you can get out of a person in terms of tangible assets and not how this person can maybe enrich your life from an emotional perspective? So I hear a lot of people say that, well, this whole concept of marrying for love is really much more of a newer concept. For most of mankind, people married for economic reasons, for political alliances, you know, to create alliances between different kingdoms and things of that nature. People didn't really marry for love, which I think to an extent that is true in a lot of cases. However, when I think back to the fact that, well, what about all of these written love letters and poems that we have from centuries ago? What about these songs that have been passed down for generations of people expressing their love for each other? Or like a man serenading a woman, and, you know, like these old songs and poems and writings and letters that we know of. It just makes me think, was that really always the case for everyone? Were there not people that were really out here falling in love and things like that? And maybe you can say that I'm a bit more of a hopeless romantic when it comes to certain things. But again, going back to all the talk that's been on YouTube lately, it's like I find myself in this crossroads between searching, or not really searching, but waiting on, I guess you could say, a man that possesses the things that I want versus the things that I need. And I know a lot of women these days are saying not to necessarily look for love, or not to get caught up in the whole concept of, you know, falling in love and, you know, all that gushy stuff, but that we need to be searching for men that are going to be able to provide for us and protect us, which, I mean, I totally agree on that, on the latter. I think the older we get as women, and especially once you have kids, but even if you don't have kids, you know, the older you get and the more you're pursuing your goals, your career and things like that, I don't think it's beneficial to be settling with a man that is going to be an additional, say, financial burden on you, or that's going to be looking for you to take care of him and things like that. Like, don't nobody got time for that. I do think it is important to find a man that is financially secure, or financially stable, I guess you could say. Now, as far as where on the economic ladder you want them to be, now, of course, that varies by every woman. Some women are specifically looking for 6 figures and up. Some women are just looking for a man that makes enough to where they can be comfortable and they can save and maybe take trips or stuff like that. So, you know, that varies by every woman. I think the issue is when you marry substantially down and it becomes like, again, a burden on you. So all that I get, and I totally agree. And also, I totally agree with finding a man that can protect you. I mean, that's something I definitely want, because you don't want to be with no wimp of a man that ain't going to be able to protect you if some shit goes down, okay? I definitely want a man that I will feel protected by, and that won't just protect me, but protect my girls as well, because again, they are girls, you know, we're a house of females. So I definitely want a strong masculine figure to be around. But then when it comes to the aspect of love, I'm like, But isn't love just as important? Isn't physical attraction just as important? I don't know why it's like we're exchanging one for the other. Like why can't we look for a balance between both of those things? And some people may look at me and maybe, I don't know, they may think that I focus too much on looks, which I don't think that I do. I think looks matter. I don't know why people be out here capping and acting like looks don't matter. Like, and I'm not saying a man or a woman, they have to be like freaking model status and out here looking like Instagram models, or that a dude has to be out here looking like a Calvin Klein model or whatever, be totally ripped with abs and this and that. I'm not saying all that. But to act like physical attraction doesn't matter, I mean, I think that's kind of like you're lying. Like, stop. It doesn't make you shallow, okay, to want someone that you're physically attracted to. But I also feel like just the aspect of wanting love and wanting to feel that deep sense of just emotional attraction towards a person, like, I want that. But again, it seems like a lot of people these days are kind of trying to stray away from that. And to an extent, I get it, because people don't want to get caught up in falling in love, and they're falling in love with someone that isn't benefiting your life in any way. Like, I totally get it, because you don't want to fall in love with a dusty, you know what I mean? Or you don't want to fall in love with someone that isn't going to appreciate you or appreciate what you do for them. I mean, I totally get that. But to totally rule it out, I can't say that I agree. And maybe it's because I haven't been with a lot of men in my life. So for me, I still look for that. I still, dream of that, of being in love with the man that I'm with and being attracted to him. Like, I just can't imagine being with someone like, que no me prende, that doesn't turn me on, that I look at him and I'm like, damn, like, yo, that's mine. Like, I can't imagine not having that. And in the past, when I've tried that, it didn't necessarily work out. So that's why I feel like it definitely has to be a balance. Like, because what I don't want is to end up in a situation where I'm with a man that provides for me financially, and they may treat me good and this and that, but I don't love them. I'm not in love with them. And I know some people say love can grow over time. Sure, I guess for some people that can happen. But I don't want to be with a guy just for money, or just because he's funding the lifestyle that I want. Like, I need to have that emotional connection there. I need to be with somebody that I have chemistry with, And I was discussing this with somebody earlier. Shout out to, who you are, because I'm sure you're going to watch this. And we were talking about how some women sometimes settle for a man that they don't love, or that they don't find to be very attractive, that are very average, because they see them as somebody that is safe and as somebody that won't cheat. And I definitely agree with that, because I've kind of done that before and it didn't end up working out for me. But I think we need to treat people on an individual basis. And when it comes to dealing with attractive people, I don't believe that every man that is attractive, and again, attractiveness varies by person, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the same goes for men. I don't think that every man that is attractive is necessarily a dog. Are there many that are? Yes, but I also feel like there's many that aren't. So you really have to treat people on an individual basis. And also, I also want to say, like, when it comes to dealing with attractive men, like, and this is for the women, like, just treat them like regular people, because at the end of the day, they're just another human being. Don't be putting these dudes over here on a pedestal just because they look good, okay? Like, you still have to vet them out. You still have to see how they move and, like, see how they interact with other people. Like, do y'all even have a connection? Do y'all have chemistry? Because what's the point of having a pretty boy that you can't even hold a conversation with, or that isn't doing that for you, or that isn't providing for you? Like, they gotta have the whole package. So, you gotta look at things from all angles. And I mean, and men, y'all can follow that rule too when dealing with, attractive women. So the point is, I know things are hard out here, and a lot of people are out here just kind of running around with their guards up, and they're dealing with insecurities, and they're playing games because, again, they don't want to get hurt. And so I feel like a lot of people, they play games as like a defense mechanism or whatever. But I do still have the hope of falling in love again one day, and just being with someone that will take care of me and all that, but that I'll also feel that love for. Like for me, that is very important. I'm the type of person, you know, I operate a lot off of, you know, feeling and, you know, emotion and non-verbal communication. You know, I was just having a conversation with somebody recently about this. Like, I'm very big on that. And, you know, I feel people's vibes, and how I move forward with that person also depends a lot on the vibes that I get from them. So I feel like it's a total package of everything. So I don't feel that we should downplay the need for human love and connection just to make sure that we're provided for financially as women. I feel like we can find a balance. I mean, you may have to, you know, give or take a little bit from one side more than the other to find the perfect man for you. But again, I don't think we can rule out the need for love. And again, that might just be the hopeless romantic in me speaking. I don't know. But that's just how I feel. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions down below, especially any women that are out there listening. Are y'all looking to marry or settle for love, or are y'all just making sure that you're going to be with a man that provides for you? You know, to each their own. I'm not knocking anybody that does either. I don't knock women that are just solely wanting to look for a man that looks good and can please them, and I also don't knock women that are more focused on finding a man that will provide for them financially, you know. But anyways, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll check you out in my next video.